Welcome to this class. So, we were discussing about retrosynthesis. Let us continue with that. So, in this video, we shall discuss about this double disconnection. So, this double disconnection, what it makes our reaction very shortcut. How it make that we shall discuss with this example, right? The example which is on the screen, right? So here double disconnection means here I will not only disconnect one, but along with that I will disconnect two, like this double disconnection. So this is also a CC disconnection, but it is double disconnection. So CC disconnection 1 comma 1, right? So what I will get, see here, if I disconnect like this, I will get these compounds, right? COAT ester, and here it is as usual, other group remains same, right? And plus here two phenyl group were there, right? I'll make them as Grignard reagent RMGX. R here pH group is the R phenyl group, right? So two molecule, two phenyl I need, so two molecule of Grignard reagent, right? So how I got it? See here, just let me show that. First let me disconnect one. See here, with this only I will disconnect one, so that for now it will be easy for you. See, if I disconnect only one, I'll get this compound, right? So pH will be there, here OH will be there, and this carbon gets positive charge, and this other things same as it is, and here one pH minus, right? So here what happens, remove this positive charge, it takes the electron density, and H will go as proton, so I will get this compound, I get a ketone here, other things will be same, right? So this one I'll get. If I disconnect again like this, so to disconnect like this, see here what I will get, oxygen gets that that carbon gets positive charge here, and this phenyl gets negative charge. So in Grignard reagent RMGX, you know, here R will be having negative charge, so here also phenyl is having negative charge, here also phenyl is having negative charge, so instead of R I will take phenyl, so it is pH MgX. Since two molecules, so I will take two molecules. This is how I got it, right? Here, so this compound you can observe, which I am rounding now. So here it gets positive charge. So equivalent reagent can I put like this? One OET group I will put OET, because it is a good living group, not that good as chlorine or bromine. But the problem with this chlorine and bromine is these are very reactive. So what they make is, they make this carbon which I am showing with red arrow, right? This carbon more electrophilic if chlorine and bromine is there, more electrophilic. So this carbon will be more reactive, so it will react. So to decrease that reactivity, we add this OET, because it is also, it makes also this positive, but not that as of chlorine and bromine, right? So OET we will put. So like that we got this product which I am showing now. I hope you got it. So double disconnection, I, to avoid all these steps, see here, to avoid all this step, I can do simply double disconnection like this. If I do double disconnection, I'm going to directly get this compound, this reagent, right? I hope you got it, what I wanted to explain, right? So next let us continue with that. So here I got, again I can do disconnection. This is called 1,3 disconnection. How I am going to do 1,3 disconnection? I have told, when carbonyl compound is there, one should be given to that carbon, followed by next two carbon and third carbon. If third carbon, if weak nucleophile, right, soft nucleophile is there, then I have told Michael addition reaction type, right? Same thing I am going to put now. The things which I explained in last class, those things only comes into picture. So here instead of writing N minus, I can write NH, right? So when to write minus, when to write plus, that thing also I have explained. So I got these reagent. When I try to write reaction, I should write the reaction with this thing only, right? So this is nothing but alpha beta unsaturated, now it is ester, right? So alpha beta unsaturated ester when react with weak or soft nucleophile, then Michael addition reaction happens. See here, if I want to write the reaction now, so what happens, I will take the one which is retrosynthetically last one I have to take, and other things will remain same as it is. Right here lone pair, so it will attack here, this bond will shift here, and this bond will shift here. Right, so what happens, I'll get this product ETO O minus, double bond here, this carbon to this carbon, here nitrogen will be there, and other thing as it is. Right, so let me write them neatly, other thing as it is. Right, so here this electron density comes on carbon, so negative charge will be there on carbon, and proton will be there. As the water medium the reaction is going, so it will take this proton and it will form a simple bond like this, ETO CO CH3 CH2 N. I hope you got it till now. Right, here this hydrogen we can show, or if we not show, it is understood. Right, so here next what I have to do, I will add Grignard reagent, 2 molecules of PHMgX. Right, this molecule if I add, so what happens, these will be having phenyl group having negative charge, so what happens, one molecule will react, it comes back, and OET is a living group, it leaves the system. So what I will get, so it is for one molecule. Initially let me write all the reaction, further I can skip those things. Right, so other thing remains as it is. Right, so here I have taken two molecules, so one more molecule from Grignard reagent, so it will attack, so negative charge comes on oxygen. Right, so what I will get, see here pH, one more pH here, other things remains as it is. Right, I hope you are getting it. Let us do slowly but thoroughly we shall do. So mgx will be there, right, Grignard plus, if water is there, what happens, this mgx will be replaced and O negative will be replaced by just H here, and it becomes mgOH x. All these things you have studied, so I won't tell again and again. Right, so if I write directly, you should be able to understand it. Right, so next let us see one more reaction. Right, so this is also very interesting kind of reaction. You no need to worry how to disconnect, everything I have told you with examples, and also shortcut things also I have explained, so with that you can easily see here. Before telling this, I let me go to that previous video what we have discussed. I have told if amines is there, we convert it into amide, or sometimes we convert it into imines based on the substitution, those things we convert these, and then we do retrosynthesis. Similarly for one more thing, that is alkene, I have explained. Right, if alkene is there, I'll convert it into alkyne. Right, then I'll do retrosynthesis. Similarly see here in this example which I have written. Right, here it is ketone. Right, here this ketone I am going to reduce, so what I will tell, this is nothing but functional group interconversion. Right, so this is functional group interconversion. So what I will do, I will convert this into alcohol OH here. Why I will convert into alcohol, that thing you will get to know. Right, if I write the reaction, you will get to know why I have converted that ketone into alcohol. Right, further what I will do, I will see here, this is now here like 1 2, here I can carbon carbon disconnect I can do. Right, so for the retrosynthesis, this is retrosynthesis, I have disconnected it, so I will get like this compound. Right, so what I will get, OH plus, I have told instead of writing OH plus, it is also equivalent to same as aldehyde. Right, because if I remove that H, I'll get this is aldehyde. This hydrogen sometimes we show, if we not show, it is understood that it is aldehyde. If ketone is there, then we will show any R group. Right, and one more reagent along with that, here is, if I split, I will get that disconnection, one more compound will be there. Right, so here it will get a minus charge, and here I will get chlorine. Right, so how we get this compound? Right, this compound, it is very easy. See here, just you take 1,2-dichlorobenzene. Right, this is 1,2-dichlorobenzene. To that if you add Mg in presence of ether, you will form Grignard reagent, that is this one, MgCl. So this will be having negative charge and magnesium will be having positive charge. Other thing remains as it is, right? I hope you got it, right? So this is how we did it, right? So, and also you should remember, whenever it is ketone is there, if there is possibility of forming Grignard reagent kind of reaction, then you should try to convert it into alcohol, right? Ketone or aldehyde, you can convert it to alcohol, then you can find the Grignard reagent kind of reaction is going on, then you can do retrosynthesis. I hope you got it. So let me write the reaction for the above one, right? So the last product which are formed, let me take. So one will be aldehyde, so this is my aldehyde, and other will be Grignard reagent. So instead of writing all those things, let me write here negative charge directly. So what happens, this will react here, this electron density moves on oxygen, right? So what happens, I will get this compound O minus, right? Other things as it is. So here water will be there, so instead of writing O minus, I can write OH. Now it is understood, right? So further, what I can do, I can add a oxidizing agent. There are many oxidizing agent, right? KMnO4, K2Cr2O7, so many oxidizing agent which convert. See, this is secondary alcohol, right? So if we oxidize it, we will get ketone. Primary alcohol is there, then if we use mild oxidizing agent, then only we get aldehyde. Otherwise directly we will get acid if we use KMnO4 or K2Cr2O7. These are strong oxidizing agent. But in case of secondary alcohol, if we use the strong oxidizing agent, we get only this ketone, but no further oxidation, right? So this thing you remember. So I have told the retrosynthesis also, I have explained, and also have shown you the reactions, how we will get that. Those things also I have explained. So functional group interconversion, FGI, these things you need to remember. If I have forgotten anything, you add into that list, right? So next, let us see one more. Just summarize what all we have studied. Just we shall summarize it. Let me summarize what I am going to summarize. I am going to summarize 1 disconnection. 1 disconnection using Grignard reagent. So only when we can form Grignard reagent, then only we need to disconnect like that, right? That thing I have explained with the example. So now it becomes clear for you to understand that, right? See here. So what is this? Here one R group is there, here one R group is there. So this is secondary alcohol. Secondary alcohol is there, we can disconnect here, right? If we disconnect, so this is nothing but one disconnection only, one carbon disconnection, because this is also carbon and this R group means it will be having carbon. So what I will get, I have told, instead of writing like this OH plus, I have told just you remove this hydrogen, because hydrogen can be H plus, it can exist. So we get this aldehyde directly, and one more will be R minus. This R minus is nothing but we will get this from Grignard reagent, because RMGX means R will be having negative charge, MGX will be having positive charge. So R negative means Grignard reagent. If in some cases which we studied in previous videos, where we used to get R plus, in such case when we get R plus is here. For example, if chlorine or bromine is there right here, if it leaves the system, see, if it leaves the system, we will get carbon getting positive charge. So R plus we will get only in presence of Ri, RBr. Such case we will get R plus. In case of Grignard reagent, we will get R minus. These things you need to remember. These are the basic chemistry things. How we will make carbocation, how we will make carbon ion, how we will make free radical. Those things you should know. You have studied that reaction mechanism, right? So no need to worry now. So this is last part. We study this in MSc final year, right? So we know all those basics, right? So this is how we will get, right? Second one. So this is about secondary alcohol. Next, let us see. For this is first, let us take second one. Let us take when tertiary alcohol is there. See here, tertiary alcohol means OH group attached to that carbon which is attached to 3 more carbon, right? So this is nothing but tertiary alcohol. How we should disconnect? See here, we can disconnect like this. Here also one disconnection. Here I'll get directly ketone. How I got ketone, you should now able to write, right? This will get from Grignard reagent MgX. So if it reacts again, I'll get back the alcohol, right? Reaction the back side I have told you, the same way we can do now also, right? So now I am just summarizing disconnection. So this is also one carbon carbon disconnection, right? So let us see one more disconnection for tertiary alcohol. Same tertiary alcohol I will take. I have told, instead of disconnecting one, we can simultaneously disconnect two compound because it makes shortcut, right? So this is also CC disconnection only, but it makes shortcut. Why? Because directly I will get aldehyde, right? Directly I will get aldehyde. Along with that, I will add 2 molecules of RMGX. I'll get that product. But this aldehyde is there, no more reactivity. It will be very more reactive. So instead of taking this reagent, because in lab, if we keep aldehyde, it never be aldehyde. It will be diol. Such thing reaction it will undergo because this carbon is there, which I am showing. See here with red. This carbon will be more electrophilic, and also here only one hydrogen is there, no steric hindrance, because of which it can react with compounds. So what we do, instead of taking this aldehyde, we take this ester, so OET. See here, if you write back reaction with this only Grignard reagent 2 molecule with this aldehyde, we'll get this only tertiary alcohol only we'll get. You can react with this aldehyde also, we will get this tertiary alcohol. But problem with aldehyde, it may not be stable in reaction, because aldehyde are more reactive. It can react and it can form any other compound, right? For example, see here, this is aldehyde, right? So if water is there in the solution, what happens? This water is there, right? It will react like this, R OH here, one more OH here, and H. So it became diol, one diol, because of this reaction. Gem diols we call, right? These are called gem diols. Because of this reaction, we may not get this aldehyde in our reaction. So always we try to convert it into esters, which I am showing here, right? So always aldehyde we not write, we write esters, because these are available in the reaction at lab only. But here these are in lab, they are converted to gem diols. These things you remember. So these are the practical problems. In a reaction you may write, sir, it is possible it will react, but in lab you may not get. So these are the practical problems. I hope you got it. So direct double disconnection will make us shortcut, right? And one more thing, I have explained this. If ketone is there, I have told you, just you functional group interconnection, you just convert it into alcohol, secondary alcohol it will convert. So we call it as functional group interconversion. So here you will, in simple reaction to ketone to alcohol, we call it as reduction. But in retrosynthesis, see here, this arrow represent retrosynthesis, right? So in retrosynthesis, it is backside, so we call it as oxidation, because when we want to convert this secondary alcohol to ketone, we need to do oxidation. So in retrosynthesis means we are going backside, so instead of writing reduction, we will write oxidation only here. So here functional group conversion is nothing but oxidation. So what we do, we convert this ketone to alcohol, right? Further retrosynthesis, we can disconnect like that, so we can form this aldehyde. I have told aldehyde here plus 1 Grignard reagent RMGX. Here we can't put like RCOOET. If you put also, whether it makes problem, OET or Cl if you put, no problem, because once this R minus attacks here, these are living group. If they leave the system, again I will get RCO R ketone I will get, then I will ketone directly, I will get ketone, right? I won't get yes. If I put this OET or Cl here instead of aldehyde, I will get directly the ketone. Directly this one I will get. from here, right? So to get alcohol, what I have to do, I should take only aldehyde only, right? That thing also you should remember, right? I hope I made clear to you, right? Everything I have explained. Let us discuss. We have seen that acceptor and donor syntones, right? Let us briefly let us summarize that also. Donor and acceptor syntones. So I have told in retrosynthesis intermediates we call it as syntones, right? I have explained that. So donor means one which is electron rich, negative charge I will show. Acceptor means one which is electron deficient. Donor, why we call it as donor? Because it can give its electron density, right? It can give, so it is called donor. It will accept the electron density, so it is called as acceptor. So it accept, right? So like this you can remember. So donor is shown by d, small d, whereas acceptor is shown by small a, right? So this is the summary. So based on the carbon to which the donor atom is present, or uh, from that we will put that d1 d2, similarly a1 a2. Let us see few example here. See here, for example, r is there and this is OH and plus charge. So on first carbon it is electron deficient, so we show so that A1 synthone, right? So similarly, let me take one more example. RCO, second carbon, negative charge. See, functional group should get 1, second carbon there is negative charge, so it is called D2, because negative charge means donor. Negative charge means donor. Positive charge, see here, this is positive, no need to confuse. This is acceptor. So acceptor means A comes, donor means D comes. Based on position, on first carbon functional group is there, so 1. Here second carbon the negative charge is there, so 2. Second, how it came? Because first should be given to the functional group. Here this is the functional group, so like that we have given it. Let us see one more example. So R is there, OH, and here positive charge is there. So here this is functional group 1 carbon, second carbon. So second carbon positive charge, so it is A2 synthone, right? And here see, this is one more example. This is also very interesting. So here positive charge, functional group 1 2 3, third carbon positive charge, so A3 synthone, right? I hope you got it. See, and again we need to write equivalent reagent for A1 D2 A2 and A3, right? Let us see that equivalent reagent. So I have told if it is there like this, you directly need to write aldehyde. It is understood. Sometimes if 2 molecules of Grignard reagent are there, then instead of writing aldehyde we can write living group like esters we can take. That thing also I explained with the examples, right? Here donor is there, so here what I can do, RCO CH3 I can show simply, right? Because CH3 means, well, let me show one hydrogen. This hydrogen will be very acidic, because here it can, once it goes as H plus, that negative charge can be stabilized by this electron withdrawing group, because of which it can exist in enolate form, O minus double bond, enolate anion we call it as, right? Enolate, let me write like this, it will exist. So I can write it in terms of this ketone form, right? It is ketone, no, RCO CH3 ketone, or sometimes we write like this also, CH2 CO OET, like this also we can write, because this proton again it is acidic, and this can be eliminated. How we eliminated that thing also I have told. If we heat it, carbon dioxide, first we hydrolyze it so that it will be converted to acid, then we heat it so that carbon dioxide will be lost and that H will come and add here, right? So this thing also I have told, we can write in ketone form, or we can also write it in like this form also, anhydride, because we can eliminate that ester group converting into acid, followed by heating, carbon dioxide will be lost and we'll get it back, right? So, and this thing, and next come here. Here I have told this will be R here, oxygen is there, that can give its lone pair and it can form epoxide, so it is called E2 epoxide, right? this is called D2 ketone. Like that you should understand. So it is A1 aldehyde, right? So here see, third position positive charge, and I have told you how to remember this. So let me write that. Third position positive charge is there. This proton will be acidic as it is in conjugation with this electron withdrawing group. So if I remove this H, so here negative charge comes on this carbon. So negative positive they will form bond and we will get this compound, right? So for A3 this is the equivalent reagent. I hope you got it. What is this? Alpha beta unsaturated carbonyl we can write, because if R is aldehyde, alpha beta unsaturated aldehyde we call it as, right, enal. Or we can now, if ketone is there, enone we call it as, right? So alpha beta unsaturated aldehyde or ketone or ester, and shortcut name for alpha beta unsaturated aldehyde is enal. Al means aldehyde, en means conjugated double bond. Similarly for ketone, enone we call it as. En for double bond in conjugation, and O means ON means ketone group. For example, this is enone. See here, conjugation is there, double bond, single bond, and double bond, right? So this is called enone, or we can also call it as alpha beta unsaturated ketone. Similarly, this is enal. So here also conjugation, and but it is aldehyde group, enal, right? I hope you got it. So this is the summary of all the things we have studied till now. In there are few more things where we can see few more chemistry. That thing with this chapter we shall see in the next video. Till then, take care.